Alright, y'all, so we just filmed a bunch of games. Then I realized my phone storage was full, so it wasn't recording. But it was a wash anyway because we were basically just playing bots the whole time. So I made a video on this prior, but if y'all didn't see that one, the way that you can tell the bot is if you go, number one, after the game, you go to the profile. They'll have no badges except these three. Obviously, if they were a real player, they would have badges of the cards they were playing. Used to, the merge tactics thing would be bugged and glitchy, but it's not like that anymore. They fixed it. However, it'll say no clan, but when you load in to the match at first, it will say that they're in a clan, right? And then you check the log after. So this one, no badges on the thing. It says Holly. It's probably gonna be a bot, but we'll check after the game. The last one that we played, they did have like a meta deck, which was pretty cool. Because all the other times prior, what they run is they just run like a hard counter to your deck. And they'll use like really off meta cards that just hard counter the shit out of you. But it's just weird combinations, right? And like for me, it's typically always like either an E-Golem or Golem beatdown with like Battle Healer and all three dragons. Just like weird cards. Just really weird behavior. Okay, we are going to let the balloons get a hit if it does there. Maybe it gets 2 or 3. Okay, so obviously I didn't want to give it 3 hits, but I just feel like I had already spent quite a bit of elixir. Berserky Worky's going to get some damage, put some work in. Usually I would pick up the machete and kind of, do the whole run, but YouTube, for some reason, twice I think, at least once, turned comments off of my videos, and that's the only reason I think that they might have done that, is because I had the machete, and sometimes YouTube's funny about weapons. But anyway, we're going to Berserker right there to block the Fisherman in case he played it again. But okay, so we have the Evolved Royal Recruits in this game. That's it's not a terrible matchup for us at all because we do have fast hitting units, but I do kind of think this is a bot. Royal Recruits and Balloon Fisherman. It's kind of an odd combo. I am going to Vines this down. Even though we take death damage there, we don't want to just give the AI, the game. So I'm going to go minions low. Thankfully, we avoided the arrows. Okay, so yeah, we need... Okay, thankfully Berserker got rid of that evolved archer very quickly. And we take the win. Nice. Nice. Yeah, because I think the bot probably would have won there. Let's see. I think it was. Let's check. Yeah, see, it says no clan now. And it's... Yeah, no badges. It was a bot. And they'll pretty much always be right around your level, too. Actually, I guess maybe that's not the case anymore, because that one was level 54, and I'm only level 45, but... Anyway, so yesterday we did... Like I said, we did push up to like 13k. I was trying to get to the next arena that's 13,500. Just because obviously once you get to the next arena, like, you can't fall under. But I think I was like 13,150. And then I had lost back down to 12k, but I played 7 matches and 6 of them were bots. So they were just running complete hard counters to my deck every time. You know what? I think the hog, if I'd played that to the right, would have avoided that mortar, but it's all good. We weren't really expecting to get damage on that anyway. So if this is a bot, it's at least running one of the more meta decks. So that's, you know, that's really all I ask. Like if you're going to put bots in my thing, don't just play these weird random decks that just hard counter the crap out of me, that nobody ever uses. Just play, you know, meta decks. That way it's at least somewhat of a normal matchup here. Okay, so now that that's come out of range, we are going to play the P.E.K.K.A down low. Okay, I guess it was out of frame for the mortar, so it locked onto our tower, got a couple hits. It's not too much of a problem. This matchup is not bad for us at all, so I'm okay with taking a little damage at first. We just got to lock to the tower. Probably, I'm sure he's going to go... Okay. Went with the Skelly King there. We're going to Berserker down low. We're going to wait for the mortar to come out. And when he goes with the mortar, that's when I will go with the Evolved Valk up top. Okay, so that is on the tower, but that's not that bad of a thing for us. We are going to rush in. Go with the late log. Try to catch the miner. There we go. Archers in the center here. Then we're going to Valk. So hopefully the mortar goes to the archers. Yeah, okay. So our best play is going to be to rush with the hog on the other side. I'm going to pre-log. That was a pretty good play over there, but we are down in damage right now. Yeah, so there goes the miner. The archers will do good work on that. Those evolved archers, man, they do so much damage. Okay, we are going to put a Valk in the center here, just in case the cheeky mortar comes down. Okay, so yeah, we could have prediction logged there. Try to catch the miner again. We're going to give up some damage on the right side. Minions in the center. We almost got prediction arrowed. Alright, Goblin Gang right there at the bridge. That was not a great play. We are going to go with the... Ooh, I was going to say to try to predict the bats. Let's see here. We might be able to cook. I'm going to Vines. There we go. Let's see if this was a bot. I think it was, but... Yep, another bot. You see, because now it says no clan. Yep, another bot. Alright, let's go. Let's try to get another one. We're pushing up almost back to 13k. Okay, so this is a real player. Wow, we got a real player now. We're going to go minions on top of that. And I will hit it with a log. And then we're going to go Hog Rider. Bud said, oops. I don't know if he's trying to say that I got baited with the log or what, but... Okay. He just arrows my king tower. That's okay. It's another great thing. The great thing with Vines is that it allows me to use it as like a second arrow. Or not arrow, log. We're going to hover the Valk right here. Just in case he tries to go with a quick Dart Gob. I do hard counter this pretty well. With the wall breakers, it is a better variant, but the normal log bait, I counter, you know, exceptionally well. just because I have, I've got, oh look, so here we can literally just play the log down low, and we'll take a little bit of damage, but nothing wild. But we are kind of in the driver's seat here. I'm gonna hope the Valk. Okay, so we only gave up one hit there. That's not the end of the world. I would assume an aggressive Dart Gob is gonna come soon. There it is. Okay, I will take the vines on that. So it did miss the Mighty Miner. But that's really not the end of the world. We're gonna Berserker in the center for the Mighty Miner here. Gonna log. Now I'm gonna put the minions over top of that. He's probably gonna arrows, but that's not the end of the world. We're gonna use the Evo Valk. That'll full counter that. I'm gonna put the P.E.K.K.A. on it, just because why not? He's gonna go guards, I would assume. Yeah. And yeah, we'll just, it's a pretty nice log for us. And with the hog, I would assume the Mighty Miner comes down. Alright. He did get good damage there. However, all we need is one good push. So like if I can get good vines. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be worthy of the vines, but I will vines it now. Okay, obviously the arrows didn't go our way there, but I'm gonna pre-log. Hopefully it hits the Dart Gob. Oh, our minions stopped the Dart Gob from walking right into that, but hopefully we can take those wall breakers without a hit there. Nice. Berserker to tank some skelly hits. Oh, and we're gonna lose. So yeah, it was not a bad matchup for us. That one, but it was definitely one that we should have probably won. Just needed one real push where I could have got probably the Valk in front of the hog, but the arrows did kind of stop just like our push, because it was killing our archers or the minions that we do kind of rely on in the back. But realistically, I should have had probably a better Valk and hog push and vines the tower. But he did have that Mighty Miner that was putting in quite a bit of work. But yeah, the normal log bait deck that just has... Here, look, I'm going to have to mini P.E.K.K.A. vines that Inferno drag. The normal log bait that, just has the Inferno Tower, Princess, and all that. We hard counter the crap out of that. But that one with... Whoa, how did the... You see the E-Golem pull the hog off the tower there? That was pretty wild. Here, I'm going to Valk this. Okay. It's got Queen. That's interesting. At least we put the Berserker there to kind of distract a bit. I know the... Yeah, Elixir Drag kind of counters the minions there, but... I will log because... Okay, that'll get good damage on her. I'll pull her off my hog, thankfully. Okay, I'm gonna eat. Yeah, we're gonna have to give up just a tad bit of damage. I will put the Berserker in front of this Archer, just so that if nothing's played... Okay, I was gonna say, so that if nothing's played, we will take that tower, but... I'm gonna vines. That's a little late though. Yeah, it just took a second to activate. What we really need... I was gonna say, what we really needed was the Mega Knight down so that the tower could take care of that. See, this has got to be a bot, because this is like... There's no way that a real person is running this deck. Like, it's just so... The combination is just so off that it's just such a hard counter here. I really think it's a bot. We knew the Mega Knight was coming in the middle. I was actually about to hover Valkyrie to prediction that. I'm going to have to Vines just to kind of buy some time here. And so this is the disappointing part about these bots. Like, I get that they're putting the bots in here because they claim that, you know, maybe there's not enough people in the queue and they don't want to make people wait, but you know, I don't really buy that, because they're playing these decks that just hard counter the crap out of you. I mean, obviously they don't want to just give up wins. I understand that, but to just play these whack decks that just hard counter you so well is just, I don't know. It gets so frustrating. Look, I'm pretty positive that was a bot. Let's just check. Yeah. Yeah, see, that was a bot. Like, this is just... That's not a deck that a real person would run. It gets so frustrating, man. It's just so disingenuous. This is a real person, finally. Mini P.E.K.K.A. trick. If it gives me anything divines, I will. Okay. So when they use the Skarmy to counter it, that's when it can kind of become a problem. Because then they're getting a really good elixir trade. We are going to have to eat a little bit of damage from the Witch here. Because I did, lose, probably 4 when he just countered the 7 elixir mini P.E.K.K.A. trick with the Skarmy. I'm gonna late log, just in case he was back to his Skarmy, but I think he was realistically 1 card off of it. Thankfully he didn't try to spam it at the bridge, just because that would have been annoying. Because sometimes people will do that when they realize that, you've used your log and they think that you're out of cycle. Here's what I will do. I will have to eat that Prince charge. But then I will Vines. And so the Prince is going to take the tower, but we were going to lose it anyway. Because the problem would have been, had I waited, and then, or had I played Valk and then Vines, the Prince's charge likely would have almost killed the Valk anyway, and by the time they came out of the Vines, my Valk would have just been overrun, and then they would have taken the tower, so we didn't have much of a thing there. I did just allow that hog to get a hit rather than using the Vines or the Evo. You know what? I'm gonna Vines that just so that we can kill that witch. There we go. Now I will Archer's hog and then pre-log, because yep, we knew the Skarmy was coming down, and hopefully those archers can kill that Prince. Beautiful. Okay. Now we are going to be building a pretty nice counter push here. We will go both lanes, just so that he can't have an... Oh, we have to log that. The Skarmy's probably coming. I'm going to have to Vines that because the Prince... Oh, he's got his own Vines. Okay, so we lose that one. We really just got kind of hurt at the beginning there. We really just got hurt at the beginning there with our mini P.E.K.K.A. trick. Okay, this is another bot. But I was really just... Because the thing is, you can't do the trick with the bots, because it doesn't fool the bots. We needed the minions to stay alive there, so that they could have taken out the minion horde. Yeah, you can't fool the bots with the trick because it's just going off of the AI and what it knows is placed on the map. You know, so like the mini P.E.K.K.A trick works because it's a visual trick. Most people can't see it, but if they're playing with the volume up, then they can hear it, right? Now that we know that he's got balloon, it'd be in our best interest to save the vines for that. And next time what I can do is I can just vines and then mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, this is like a really weird combo. He's actually, you know what? He's going to murk me here because he's going to minion horde on top of that. Yeah. But so I know this is a bot, but this is what I was thinking, real situation wise though. The vines with people shifting, because in my deck, you know, I was running Fireball and then I swapped it for vines. So with people shifting to vines from Fireball, okay, what are we doing here? I'm gonna have to play mini P.E.K.K.A just because I gotta kill this. Okay, we are gonna have to log there. We should have logged earlier. That would have kept the mini P.E.K.K.A alive and then saved all the damage that he's doing. So realistically, this might turn into a 2-tower thing because he's got Royal Giant, and if he gets death damage on the balloon. But yeah, so if everybody's shifted from Fireball to Vines, okay, like what is this? We've got, like, this is what I'm talking about. We got Giant Skelly, you know, Royal Giant, freaking Balloon. Like, let's just, all these attempt to hard counters with the Elite Barbs. Thankfully, the Evo Valk just clutched up massively. But I'm going to minions, and then I'm going to put the high P.E.K.K.A. But yeah, so Minion Horde could find itself back into the meta. I mean, I know a lot of people still run arrows, but like I was saying, for me, here, I'm going to have to Vines that so that we can save some time, and then I will log it to try to back it up. There we go. Nice. It's a win. We beat the bot there. I'll show y'all that that was a bot, but so yeah, it could bring Minion Horde just back into the meta a little bit. Although a lot of people do use like Witch or Wizard. Yeah. See, no badges, but like 5.0, just a whack deck, just trying to hard counter the crap out of me. Like Supercell's got to do better, man. I just don't agree with that. I mean, like I say all the time, I mean, cool. Got to have the AI so that you don't run out of people to play, but at least run more meta decks. Like running decks like that where you're just trying to hard counter the crap out of me, that doesn't help anybody. Maybe their thought process is it'll get people to buy more things to try to level up. I don't know. It's just annoying. But anyway.